What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, and I have some breaking news report. A lot of you guys are not going to like this shit here whatsoever, but according to multiple reports, ESPN has signed Malika Andrews to a multi-year contract extension, and I find this news interesting considering that it comes mere hours after it's announced that Molly Curran was leaving ESPN First Take and ESPN by the end of the year. All right. Now, on top of this, I haven't seen the video, but I saw the title. Drews Pro just put out a video saying that the news of Molly Curran leaving ESPN was leaked. It wasn't supposed to be out yet. So this is what I'm starting to think. I don't know about you all, but I think there's a link between Molly Curran leaving ESPN, a slight link between Molly Curran leaving ESPN and Malika Andrews getting this multi-year contract extension. And I'm not saying she left solely because of that. But that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't think that Malika Andrews is going to replace Molly Curran on ESPN First Take. I know she has her own show. I would be surprised if they did that. And also, I just get the impression that Malika Andrews and Stephen A. Smith may not be on the best accord with one another. So I'll be surprised if that's the case. But anyway, the reason why a lot of us don't like this is, Malika Andrews is known for being the so-called sister, which she really isn't. When you look at her friends, you look at the people who she associates with, etc. She is one of these swirlers, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that in itself, but if you're going to do that, at the very least, still keep true to yourself. She doesn't. And, we know that she throws brothers under the bus. When it comes to reporting, she will report any little thing you ever got in trouble with if you're a black man. You're going all the way back to when you're in school. If you were suspended for something, she's going to report that, any transgression. Even if the news report that she's reporting about you has nothing to do with that, she's still going to bring that up. Even if you're a coach like Joe Mazzulla, and you get hired by the Boston Celtics, she's going to report that you got arrested 20 years before for a brawl, or a barroom brawl, or a bowling ball brawl, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And, that'd be cool. As bad as that is, right? As bad as it is for her to have that reputation, it'd be cool, or at least not as bad, I should say, not cool. It'd be not as bad if she did that with everybody, but she doesn't. We, social media, had to force ESPN to force her to say anything about Josh Giddey. And when she did say something about Josh Giddey, she looked more aged in the face than Jasmine Guy. I mean, you can see the pain lines, the wrinkles. It's like she literally just pushed her face into the future when she was reporting that shit, man. Pursed her lips and all that shit. She couldn't stand doing it. She didn't want to do it. But, this the same Malika Andrews who, when she was young, hated her father apparently because she had identity issues. She comes across to me as somebody that didn't want to be black. Why can't I be white like my friends? Allegedly. This is the same person who, when she was in high school, I believe it was, or wherever it was she was going at the time, according to somebody that knew her, and he was white, said that Malika basically borrowed somebody's hand, you know, to basically derive pleasure, and then felt guilty about it, and then told on the person and accused them of SA. It was according to this person, it was a consensual situation, but she then went back and went to the officials, not the officials, but the officials of the school, and said that he essayed her. So this is why I don't care for this woman. And I'm telling you right now, if they bring her on that channel, I'm not watching another episode. I'm not watching one episode of ESPN First Take. Not one. I mean, I barely watch it now because look, Molly got on my nerves enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that sometimes she liked to interject herself too much into the conversation. But her, come on, man. It's like ESPN is trying to destroy themselves, or they're trying to spite us. It's like it's ridiculous. So no, we never gonna forgive how she had all that energy for Maya Doka, right? Nothing for Josh Giddey. She had all this energy for Kyrie Irving, like he committed an absolute crime because he shared a link to a movie. You know, we got people right now in this country who are ready to go to war because of what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? And they're talking about, oh well, people should have a right to their freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Somebody tell that to Kyrie Irving. Somebody tell that to Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving damn near lost his career because he shared a link to a movie that was sold on Amazon, but nobody protested the movie being on Amazon. Nobody protested the director of the movie who made a shitload of money. But people wanted Kyrie Irving out of basketball, including Malika Andrews. Nah, nope. That's why I don't watch ESPN, man. But this is what they do. They reward jigs. And, you know, you can make an argument maybe, reading between lines, that she heard through the grapevine that Malika was going to get this money. You already got Stephen A with this money. And then I guess it could be possibly that she got lowballed and she said, fuck it. Or maybe it's just, you know, she felt like she's pretty much reached her pinnacle. Like she's peaked out. She knows that, you know, she's 41 and while she's still a very attractive woman, you know, the shelf life of hotties, if you want to call it like that, on network, especially if you're not a person who has a career as a journalist, um, is short. It's a short shelf life. I mean, let's be honest. Even Barbara Walters, um, as she got older, she had to surround herself on a show like The View. She had to surround herself as she went past the age of 60 with younger women, and that created The View. So, you know, the entertainment industry is very, very cruel when it comes to women. So that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.